What's going on? You hear the music? Who can it be? Oh, it's into the ground!
Tier list time. Tier list time. Here we go. Rangers, Glasgow Rangers tier list. I'll say everyone's here. I don't think Scott Wright's here or Simpson. I haven't noticed him. And if you're out on loan, like a Leon King, or a Jamie Burjonas or something, I'm not really gonna recognise your face here, but you'll be able to, I'll be able to tell like once the jobbers have been separated from the star power. You get me? But yeah, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure I know everyone here, but you know, when the screen is this small, I mean, it's not like a fucking. I mean, you need like literally a magnifying glass to get the job. But yeah, with all these players, three goalies, I'm not gonna go through the defenders, midfielders, and attackers, but let's dive in, and we're going to start it off left to right, and we're going to go with Scotty Too Hotty, Scotty Too Arfieldy, and he was great up until his injury, and he hasn't. I mean, meh. Yeah, I'll put him in good. I wouldn't shaft him by putting him in meh, right? But at the end of the day, man, yeah, I think good. Yeah, I think good's about right there. And next up with Joe Aribo. See, I mean, I'm having to fuck even for the players that you recognise straight away. You still have to fucking zoom into. But yes, Joe Aribo. I think he'll be top of great. I wouldn't put him in the top tier. I think there is elements of his game where he's been like really sloppy, like against Royal Antwerp, man, where he just played the guy straight through. Oh, that was shocking. Like, and he does have that in his game, but he is, for the most part, but guys, being unreal, definitely. And let's dive into the next one. Next up, we've got Borna Barisic. Him and Tav, man, great. I think I'll put him. I'll put him in front. Yeah, Rebo. Yeah, I mean, I think I feel like Barisic has been better in previous seasons than this season. Not than this season. Not that he's been shit this. I think he's been fantastic. That's why he's going in great. You know, but that's the bottom line. Next up with Brandon Barker. This guy's going in bad. I mean, I don't think he's quite utter dog shit, but I mean, he's not exactly. You know, setting the world alight, shall we say. Next up, though, we've got Calvin Bassey. Again, a youngster with a lot of promise. I remember that St Mirren game very, very well. I mean, he cost us in that, the whole COVID breach. I'll put him ahead of Barker. Next up, though, we've got Stephen Davis, and I think this guy, who, I mean, I do personally think people overrate Stephen Davis, right? Not like people like Southampton fans, for example, but I don't think Rangers fans overrate him a bit. But I mean, this season, I think he's been. I'll put him in the GOAT category for that. I think he's been every game, man. You just see how important he is. And he starts every game. It's fucking pretty much like that. But next up, we've got Jermaine Defoe, and I'll say I'll put him above Arfield because Defoe's not disappointed me. Like, he's came on, he's done a job. He hasn't had that many games, you know, guys. But when he's came on, he's done the job and got the job done. Next up, we have got, is that Jamie Borjanas? I have no idea. He's out. See, people are on loan. Like, I mean, apart from the ones that play, I mean, I'm not really gonna have a fucking. I mean, I'm gonna put him bottom of bad. I've no idea. Next up with Georgia Munson, utter dog shite. I think there's probably another guy on this list that's going to end up in utter dog shite. But yeah, I mean, broke the thing. Did he? I can't even remember him playing. Like last season, like he was playing a lot of games. But this season, I think he might have played the odd. No, would he? No, I don't. You know, the Betfred Cup didn't start, so I don't know what this guy was doing. Next up, with Andy Firth. Yeah, I mean, this. I put him in. Guy, did he even get? I don't think he got a game. I really don't think he got a game. You know, I really don't think he got a game. Connor Goldson. I mean, it would be hard not to put him in the GOAT category, but I do think he is prone to mistakes like Aribo, and we have seen a few of them this season. You know, like maybe not as much in the league, but more in the Europa League. But I mean, yeah, I'll put him in. I'll put him top of great. People may think that's harsh, but I think that's the way the cookie crumbles. Next up with Yanis Hadji. He scored some crucial goals, definitely, but I feel like he's not lived up to the potential that he really could have done in this season. And yeah, you know what, I'm going to put Connor Goldson up to GOAT, right? Because, yeah, I feel like that's right, you know. Next up with Hollander. Oh, is he GOAT though, actually? See, Hollander, fuck it, I had to argue. Yes, Goldson's play like every game, but fucking Philip Hollander. Honestly, I'm gonna put him above Goldson. That's what I'm gonna do. Next up with Ryan Jack. It's a shame the injuries, you know, have took their toll this season, but I'm gonna put him in great. You know, I feel we've been robbed of Ryan Jack. He's gonna be a massive miss, also in the Euros. Next up though, we've got Jordan Jones. I'm putting him below Edmondson because he was given a second chance by Gerrard and he just fucking went and shat on top of him. Absolute shite. Next up though with Glenn Kamara. Saucy Glenn. I'm going to put him top of great. That's the bottom line. Next up, we've got Nikola Katic. I mean, that's a very hard one to rate. We'll put him in meh. I mean, well, he hasn't done anything, you know. Put him top of meh, but that's not disrespectful, brother. Next up, I thought it was John Flanagan. Who is this? I have no idea who the fuck this is. That's Leon King there. I'll put Leon King's good. We'll put him bottom of good. This guy, who's this guy? I have no idea who this guy is. Who are you, mate? Who in the name of Christ are you, big man? I don't know who you are. Is it Jamie Barjanis? I don't recognise this guy in Football Manager, FIFA, or anything. I'm going to put him bottom of meh. Be funny if that was Leon King, and that is Leon King. And it has to be. Next up, with Ryan freaking Kent. Like, this guy, you know, unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, like, what is there to say? It's just, like, I get it. He isn't, I wouldn't say he's as consistent as like a Davis or like an Al McGregor, but when he's on it, yeah, I'm putting him top so far. He's the fucking man. Seeing you look at Arsenal, man, Willian on like 250 grand a week or 200k, whatever, and this guy's on like 18. It just shows you that money isn't everything and it's a load of fucking shite. You know what I mean? How can Willian be on that amount of money? Yeah, it's an absolute disaster. It really is. And next up, we've got Big Al McGregor, and I'm putting him top because this guy he's not put. I cannot think of one thing this guy's done wrong. Like, I'll admit, maybe the odd time where a ball like comes over the top and he hasn't went for it, and you know, like Goldson's maybe had to go for it instead of McGregor coming out and claiming it, right? But you know what? I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about these. See the save against Slavia Prague? You know what I mean? Like recently the save against El Yunusi's shot tipped onto the bar. I mean, that save against Slavia Prague, holy good fuck, was that not great? You know? Absolutely unreal. And the next guy is John McLaughlin. Great again. I mean, we obviously missed McGregor at the start of the season. Well, I'm not saying we missed him. I mean, we didn't have him at the start of the season. But this guy, you would not have. But this guy, hard done by. You know, he should be starting every game, but not when you've got Al McGregor. And I'd say he's great. You know, it's a shame he didn't start as many games as he could have. But yeah, it's kind of same with Ryan Jack. Injuries and also just, I mean, McGregor's ahead of him. Next up, though, with Ross McCrory. Well, yeah, I mean, I'd say this guy's been good. Obviously not for us, for Aberdeen, but I'll try and rate him. Yeah, I'd say good. I'll put him... I'm not going to... I mean, I wouldn't say he's had the greatest season for Aberdeen. I'd say it's more been like a Lewis Ferguson thing. But yeah, that's a Rangers tier list, so let's just get off of Aberdeen. Next up with Glenn Middleton on loan at St Johnstone. Recently scored in the game against Hibs 1. They won that, by the way. I mean, I'll say good. A game with McCrory. I can't properly rate it. I can't properly rate it. Right, next up though, we have got Alfredo Morelos. This guy is a pivotal member of the team. He really is. But I don't think he's GOAT category. He hasn't got the goals, as much goals as I would have liked, but you know what? It's still a great season for Morelos. Like, where would we be without this guy? If this guy was getting the goals like that he was getting in the first half of last season, could you imagine if he was getting those amount of goals but playing the way he's been playing? Holy good, this guy would be literally up there with Haaland, but or Mbappe. But yeah, great. But you know what? I think this guy can get much better, so that's why I feel like he's not quite in the GOAT category. Yeah, Jamie Murphy on loan at Hibs. Don't have a Scooby snack with this guy's doing, so I'm going to put him at the bottom of me. Next up, Nathan Patterson. Obviously with Bassey, and the rest of Mayo and the rest of the job squad, the whole COVID breach. But apart from the guy's been great. Like, obviously we did miss Tav when he got injured because Tav's the goals and assists. It's going to be hard for any other right back to replicate that, But this guy came in, and again, he's done a great job. And I'm going to put him ahead of, I'll put him behind Ryan Jack. In between Ryan Jack and John McLaughlin. Next up, we have got Greg Stewart. Kind of just a utility player, a squad player. Adds a bit of depth. But see, anytime this guy's come on, he's actually been good. I can't remember what game it was, but he should have had like a hat-trick of assists within like 5 minutes. So I'm going to put this guy bottom of good. He just hasn't had enough time. That's the bottom line. And next up, we have Captain Tav. I believe, I'm going to put him in between McGregor and Kent. Unfucking real. The stats, some of the goals. The goals in the first half of the season, the free kicks. Oh, unreal. Next up, with Leon Balogun. I would say the two the three centre backs, he's been the worst, but that's not particularly a bad thing when two of your centre backs are in the GOAT category. So, Leon Balogun. There has been a few instances where I'll put him behind Patterson. I've been more impressed with Patterson than Balogun, but he's been a good signing for the team. Next up, we have got Cedric Itten. A wee bit disappointing. He hasn't really had the game time, but when he's been given a chance, he's not really done much. Yes, he had that good goal against Lech Poznan, but I'm going to put him just ahead of Defoe, just ahead of Defoe. Next up, though, Kemar Roofe. Some parts GOAT category, some of his goals, the importance of the goals as well. But I feel like he's been a letdown in some games, but obviously that's just due to fitness and stuff. So I'm going to put him ahead of Ryan Jack. But if it was before that Old Firm game, the brace, I probably would have put him like towards the bottom of great, or maybe even the top of good. But it's made me realise that he actually is a quality player. And yeah. But anyway, guys, that is it. Done. The Rangers 2020-21 tier list. It's been a great season. There's no complaints for me. Next season, Champions League, we'll win that, and we'll get 56. We'll do the quad. I'm feeling like we can do the quad next year. But anyway, till next time. Peace.